A woman accidentally noticed that her best friend's child was starting to look more and more like her husband. At first, she convinced herself that it was just a coincidence. But one night, her husband came home drunk with a lipstick stain on his shirt collar, the exact shade her best friend always wore. She became suspicious but acted as if she knew nothing. The next day, she invited her friend over for afternoon tea to test her suspicions. During the visit, her friend's child accidentally scratched a luxury car parked on the roadside. Surprisingly, the car belonged to the CEO of a billionaire company. The moment the CEO saw the woman, he froze. He recognized her as his first love from college. Back then, she had been the daughter of a wealthy family, while he was just an ordinary young man who never had the courage to confess his feelings. After graduation, they lost touch. The CEO mistakenly assumed that the child was the woman's son. Although he realized his mistake, he didn't want to lose contact with her. Using the excuse of discussing the damage to his car, he obtained her phone number. After returning to his company, he had someone investigate her background. When he learned the truth, he was furious. Her husband had married her only for her family's wealth. When her family went bankrupt, he began treating her coldly and later started an affair with her best friend. Even worse, her best friend's child was actually her husband's illegitimate son. The next day, the husband took his wife to the CEO's office, expecting that the meeting would secure his promotion. However, the CEO calmly claimed that he didn't remember anything and suggested that the woman had misunderstood the situation. The husband mistakenly believed the CEO was treating him with respect because of his wife and became convinced that his promotion was guaranteed. He sent his wife home in a taxi, but instead of promoting him, the CEO transferred him to work as a laborer in the company's warehouse. Meanwhile, the CEO personally drove the woman home and asked why she continued to live such a miserable life. She quietly replied that she was no longer the rich girl she once had been. The CEO answered, "Whether you're wealthy or not, you deserve love and respect." For the first time in a long while, she felt truly valued. Later, her husband returned home, knelt before her, and begged her to accompany him to a business dinner. The following day, however, he secretly mixed a sleeping drug into her tea and made her drink it. He deliberately invited the CEO to the house, believing this would help him earn a promotion. What he didn't know was that one of his co-workers attempted to assault the unconscious woman. At the very last moment, the CEO arrived and rescued her. Under the effects of the drug, the woman kissed the CEO, but he remained respectful, took her to the hospital, and stayed by her bedside throughout the night. When she regained consciousness, she asked him not to tell anyone what had happened. Unable to hide his feelings any longer, the CEO confessed his love and asked why she was still living with such a cruel man. Feeling unworthy of him, the woman rejected his confession and left. When she returned home, she discovered that her best friend had taken over her house. Then she heard the child calling her husband Dad. At that moment, the entire truth became clear. She confronted her husband and demanded to know why he had betrayed her. Without any shame, he admitted that he had done everything for money. Then he dragged her into a room and locked her inside. Completely desperate, the woman suddenly remembered the phone number the CEO had given her. With trembling hands, she finally called him for help.